Hello and welcome to Research Gyan. In this video session, I shall discuss the two important terms of business research method. One is universe and the second term is population. Researcher has to conceptually define these terms in order to determine the real coverage as well as limitation of research outcomes. The details of what is universe and what constitute the population in a research study usually described under the research methodology section of research. So now let us describe the first term, universe. The definition of universe in a research work is always depend upon research area of the study, because research area determine or in fact define who can be considered for your survey or what can be tested if research is focused on production items or non-living items. In this way, universe is composed of the total elements or units or items or people that broadly be used for the study. Now let us see one example. For example, for a research study that aims to evaluate impact of mobile number portability, that is MNP, on the user's tendency to use multiple SIM card. In this research study, the universe will be all mobile users, irrespective of which mobile service provider's service the user is using, because key research area in this case is related to mobile users. So all possible mobile users will be the universe. For the grounded understanding, we can thought of universe in this way. Think for a while about your research area and see what comes to your mind that you think can contribute in your research would be the universe. Now we will discuss the conceptual part of population. The part of universe that is selected for the purpose of research study on the basis of at least one common characteristic is known as population. However, we can use more than one characteristic, but at least minimum one is required. Actually, this common characteristic determined by the research question, and the common characteristic helps to create a group of elements or the people or unit. So population is a group of all those entities or people whom the inferences or the outcome of a research shall be generalized or in fact extrapolated by the researcher. So the definition of the population for a research work is usually determined by the research question. So for the grounded understanding of what is population, we can thought of this way. When we think to whom the research of my research results be applicable or be generalized, then whatever comes to your mind would be the population. So in this manner, population is the part of universe. It is the part of universe which is selected for the purpose of research. Let us take an example to understand it more. So in a research study that aims to evaluate the association between mobile number portability, that is MNP, and the switching behavior of mobile user. In this case, the definition of the population can be precisely given if few important aspects are remembered and mentioned. In this case, I need to decide at least one characteristic, right? As we discussed in the first part. So at least I need one common characteristics of the mobile users, plus I need to explain the expected profile of the people to which the result of my research work would be generalized. And lastly, what to include in the expected profile of the people should be determined by the research question. So in case of population, research question decide the or by and large determine the population, whereas in case of universe it was the research area. So this way population could be the GSM mobile users who are residing at Delhi NCR and who opted for the mobile number portability after staying with previous mobile users for approximately 1 year time. So this population is also called target population. So target population can be defined as a set of the items or the people who have been selected from the universe based on at least one common characteristic and also largely determined by the research question. This set of the people will be known as target population. See, in various research literature, population has been defined as the finite population and the infinite population. So the population that has been covered in one or more sampling frame is finite population. Now see, this sampling frame which I have used over here, the term is nothing but represent a list of population. So in this way, finite population can be enumerated, can be counted, because finite population contain a specific, identifiable and fixed number of people. For the grounded understanding, we can say finite population represent the known part of the universe. For example, in the research on mobile number portability and switching behavior, it is possible to have the list of desirable mobile users for the purpose of this research. Their list can be managed or arranged or developed during the process of research. Now, whereas in case of infinite population, the population that contain unknown number of items or people. Why unknown? Because their number is not fixed. It is difficult to have a specific or authentic sampling frame. The list of the infinite people is very difficult to get in. So for the fundamental understanding, we can say that infinite population represent unknown part of the universe, or the part of universe remain after the extraction of finite population. That is called my infinite population. For example, in a research on consumer buying behavior of branded baby care product users, the size of population is so large that the list of all those who can be considered in this research is very large, and it is really difficult to obtain such a list of all those people who use branded baby care product. So in this case, the population will be considered as infinite population. Now here let me make one more. See, practically infinite population does not exist. The infinite population has been infinite because no one care to count the number of people, or maybe it may be because of the cost of counting and the listing of such population does not contribute significantly to anyone. So it is therefore no one tried to list them. So what my point is that it is difficult to get infinite population count, but it is not something which is impossible. So we would not say that infinite population is such a population which is unknown to us. The infinite population is known to us. The point is, we are not having any list of all those people that constitute this infinite population. So with this, I came to end of this video session. I hope this session has significantly covered the concept of universe, population and type of population from business research point of view. Your feedback is very important to us, so please share your feedback in comment section. It actually helped me in improving the content. And if you find this session useful, please like the video and subscribe my channel Research Gyan. Thank you so much.